Hello everyone. So let's go and continue with today's news in slow German. So today we are going to read about the news in Paris in 2024. So before I start, first let me explain what is this first stanza which I'm trying to talk, the which one which I highlighted. Next summer, the Olympic Games will take place in Paris. And the qualifications are already in full swing. There will be no teams from Russia and Belarus. But will individual Russian and Belarusian athletes be allowed to participate in the competition? So that is what we are trying to say here. So before I go ahead, let us first highlight what are the difficult words and then we will study. Nachrichten means next. Finden is takes place. Bereits in vollem Gange means already in full swing. Keine means no. Dabei sein means they are not allowed to, they are not participating. Okay, aber, but. And then Wettkampfen means competition. And also one word which we all don't know is einzelne. 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 Okay, now let's start. In Nachrichten. In Nachrichten, next Sommer, finde in Paris die Olympischen Spiele statt. That means in next Sommer, the Olympic Games will be conducted in Paris. Start means city, Paris city. Und die Qualifikationen sind bereits in vollen Gange. Means the qualifications are already in full swing. Es werden keine Teams und Russland und Belarus dabei sein. There will be no teams. There will be no teams from Russia and Belarus. They will participate. But would. Ein sein means individual. Means Einslein means individual. Russian and Belarus athletes in the Wettkampfen means in the competition. With individual Russian and Belarus athletes will be allowed to participate in the individual competition. Wettkampfen means competition. So next is the International Olympic Committee is trying to find a middle ground. Das International Olympic Committee versucht, they're trying, einen Mittelweg, means middle ground to find it. They're trying to find a middle ground. In Mars, the IOC issued the recommendation to let athletes from these countries start under neutral status. In March, GABE issued das IOC, the International Olympic Committee, the Empfehlung. Empfehlung means the recommendation. They have issued a recommendation. Recommendation heraus means they have issued a recommendation. In March, GAB issued the IOC die Empfehlung means the recommendation heraus. Athletes aus dieses Landen means countries of these countries under neutral status starten zu lassen. Neutral status, the athletes from these countries can start under these status. Perfect. Okay, so next go ahead. Let's go ahead with the next. This subject we're trying to say, this is subject to conditions. The athletes must not publicly support the war and must not be associated with the military. Okay, so dieses is the condition gebunden, means these are subject to condition. The athlete dürfen ante allowed or may then Krieg means war. So they are not allowed. Nicht officialisch. means publicly support. Unterstützen means support. Und nicht dem military association sein. So they must not support any, officially support any war, or nicht in the military associations, and they should not even support any military association. Next sentence, let us say that many, this is the sentence that, this is the paragraph that we are going to study. So, many national sports associations are protesting against this recommendation. Resistance, or we say opposition, comes from Ukraine, from some countries that host qualifying competitions, and from national Olympic committees. Some influential international associations, such as international athletic federations, are also against it. Viele international Sports forbidden, protestieren gegen dieses Empfehlung. Widerstand kommt aus der Ukraine, aus einigen Ländern, die Qualifikation-Wettkämpfe ausrichten, und in einigen nationalen Olympischen Komitees, auch eine Einflussen international Verbänden. Wir zum Beispiel der International Leichtathleten sind dagegen. So what this actually meant is, so let's see what are the important words here. Viele means many, national, Sportsverbände, for sports association, Sportsverbände, okay. Viele national Sportsverbände means lot of international or national sports federation or association. They protested against these Abteilung means recommendation. Widerstander means the opposition or the resistance, kommt aus der Ukraine, und einige means some London countries. The qualification Wettkämpfe means the qualification of the Wettkämpfe is the competitions. Ausrichten means they hold or they held, okay, the hosting or that holds the Qualification Wettkämpfe, und in einiger National Olympischen Committee. Of these, einiger means some national Olympic committees. Auch einige, also some Einflussreiche means the influential international, okay. Verbände means the association or the federation of them, such as, Beispiel of them, example, the International Leicht means the World Athletic Federation or the association, sind dagegen means are also against it. Gegen means against, but dagegen is also against it. Thank you so much. So now let's continue with the next paragraph. So let's continue with the next sentence, next paragraph. So here we speak that, strangely enough, however, some other international associations, such as the World Fencing Federation, immediately accepted the IOC's recommendation. The World Fencing Federation has allowed the return of the Russian athletes if they compete under neutral status. The association has even had to move the European Fence Championship from Poland to Bulgaria because Poland refused to issue visas to Russian athletes. Now, so first let us understand the words here. A little bit difficult. It is Merkwürdigerweise. So Merkwürdigerweise means curiously or strangely enough or strangely however. Okay. Merkwürdigerweise. Second time. Merkwürdigerweise. Strangely. Merkwürdigerweise. Curiously. Merkwürdigerweise. Curiously. Merkwürdigerweise. Merkwürdigerweise. Curiously. Merkwürdigerweise. Curiously. Merkwürdigerweise. Curiously. Merkwürdigerweise. Curiously. Merkwürdigerweise. Curiously. Haben, aber einige, ante some, andere, ante other international forbidden and international committees or associations or international association via the belt flesh verband international fencing federation the Abteilung, the recommendation of these OIC soft means immediately accepted. The Weltfleisch forbidden, the World Fencing Federation hat die Rückkehrer means return. Okay, of the Russian athletes gestated means it has allowed the return of the Russian athletes. Okay, the Welt Fresh Verband hat die Rückkehrer Russian athletes gestartet. One, ante if sie unsere neutral status unthreatened means if they are under the neutral status, if they are competing under neutral status, then they are allowed. Again, Rückkehrer means return, Rückkehr, return, Rückkehr, return, Rückkehr, return, Rückkehr, return, Rückkehr, return, gestartet, allowed, gestartet. The Rückkehr Russian Athleten gestartet, Russian, the Welt Flesh forbidden hat die Rückkehr Russian athlete gestartet. And that means they are being allowed when if they are under the neutral status untrained means they support under the neutral status, they can compete under the neutral status. The Verband means the association must had to Zoga even means had to the fleished Europa Ministerschlafen, the what is that European fencing championship. Okay, the federation must had to even Zoga means even Zoga, most means must, had to Zoga means even, the Felst means federation. Okay, European championship from Poland means Poland to Bulgarian Verliegen means they have to move Verliegen because Poland sich Weigritter means it has refused the Russian athletic visa Ausstellen means it issued. It doesn't want to issue the Russian visas to the Russian athletes. Okay, so here the most important word is the Verliegen move. They Verliegen move. Ausstellen means issue. Verliegen move. Poland nach Bulgarian Verliegen. They from Poland to Bulgarian Verliegen move. Ausstellen athletic visa Ausstellen. Ausstellen means they have issued visas of the Ausstellen issued. While Poland sich Vergritter means Poland refused Vergritter means issued. Okay. So next, let's continue with the. So Weigarte refused. Weigarte refused. Weigarte refused. Weigarte refused. Weigarte refused. Auszustellen issued. Auszustellen issued. Auszustellen issued. Weigerte refused. Weigerte refused. Auszustellen issue. Verliegen move. Must, had to, Sorge, even, untreten, compete, Rückkehr, return, Macwoodigizer, curiously, sofort, immediately, Ausstellen, issue, wie Grater, refuse, Verliegen, move. So let's continue the next paragraph. So where does the border been drawn? the international sport should be an arena in which everyone should come together, regardless of the nationality, ethnicity, religion, gender, or sexual orientation. So, wo means wo also sollte die Grenze gezogen wurden. So, Grenz means border or the line. So, wo also sollte die Grenz gezogen werden. So, where should the line be drawn? The international sports sollte means should. Sollte. The international sports sollte should eine Arena sein. Okay. In the, again, I'll repeat, the international sports sollte means should. Sollte, should. Sollte, should. Eine Arena sein, in die alle zusammen kommen können, means for everyone, for all, everyone together to come together. Unabhängige. Unabhängige means regardless. Unabhängige, regardless. Unabhängige, regardless. Unabhängige, regardless. One international ethnische Gesundheit means ethnicity, religion, Geschlecht means gender, oder sexual orientation. Regarding of the religion, sexual orientation, ethnicity, national, or the sexual orientation. So the words that we catch here are the religion. We know that Geschlecht means gender. Geschlecht, gender. In die alle zusammen kommen können, together, sollte means should, unabhängige, regardless, Geschlechter means the gender. Okay, so let's next continue with the next passage. The next one is the decision is not so easy. We must accept the feelings of the Ukraine people and the Ukraine athletes. They don't want to compete against someone who has invaded their country. Dieses Unterscheidung ist nicht einfach. Wir müssen die Gefühle des ukrainischen Volkes und der ukrainischen Athleten akzeptieren. Sie wollen nicht gegen jemanden antreten, in die Lande überfallen hat. Now, here, dieses Unterscheidung means these decisions. Dies Unterscheidung, decision. Dieses Unterscheidung, these decisions. Dieses Unterscheidung, these decisions. Dieses Unterscheidung, this decision. Diese Unterscheidung, this decision is nicht einfach, is not easy. Wir müssen, we must, die Gefühle, the feelings, Gefühle, the feelings of these Ukrainian Volkas, means Ukrainian people und Ukrainian athletes akzeptieren. Sie wollen nicht gegen jemanden, nicht, they do not want to compete against someone, nicht gegen jemandes antreten, compete, antreten means compete, someone, jemandes against, nicht against someone, compete, like that. Nicht gegen jemanden antreten und die Lande, und their country means Lande, überfallen hat, who have invaded, überfallen means invaded, someone who has invaded their country. But what do we do with the individual Russian and the Bulgarian athletes who are against the war but do not dare to publicly represent their point of view? Should we punish them? Aber was machen wir mit einzelnen Russian und Bulgarian Athleten, die gegen den Krank sind, sich aber nicht treuen, ihren Standpunkt official zu vertreten? Sollten wir sie bestrafen? Okay, so aber means but, was machen, what do we do with the einzelnen, individual. We already read this word, yeah. Einzelnen, individual, Russianish and the Bulgarianish athletes. Die gegen, den Kriegsit means against the war. Sich aber nicht treuen, who cannot, who are afraid, who but are too afraid, okay, but are not too afraid. Ihren Startput means about their position of publicly zu vertritt means they do not want to, vertritt means to express. Should we see bestrafen means should we punish them also. What are the words here? Craig means what? Okay, zu vertreten to express, offentliche zu vertreten, offentliche of publicly or officially announce their vertreten to express, sollen, sollten wieder sie bestrafen, should they be punished, sollen sie dir bestrafen, should they be punished them. Aber was machen, what would we do with the einzelnen individual. Einzelnen means individual Russian and the Bulgarian athletes. Die gegen against, die Krieg sind against the war. Sich aber nicht treuen means who are not afraid. Okay, sich but not afraid. Treuen means afraid. Ihren Startput means position official zu vertreten to express. Sollen wir die bestrafen means publicly stollen wir sie bestrafen. Bestrafen means punish. Okay. Aber was machen wir die einzelnen individual Russian und Bulgarianische Athletik, die gegen against the Krieg war, sind sich aber nicht treuen means being afraid. Ihren Startput position official means public or officially zu vertreten means express. Sollten wir sie verstrafen, should we also punish them. Thank you so much, and let's continue with the next recording.